안녕하세요. 저는 이탈리아 나폴리에서 온 마르티나라고 합니다. 지금은 중남대학교 국제언어교육원에서 3급을 공부하고 있습니다. 저는 한국에 온 지 6개월 되었습니다. Hello everyone, I'm Martina from Italy and I'm currently a student of Korean language in Chungnam National University. Since my passion for Korea started to infiltrate itself in my daily activities, this curiosity has bloomed in actual thirst for knowledge, and I started to want to meet local people, understanding their manners and studying their language, culture and also history. I chose to study in Korea because I want my life to be different and I have no fear of challenge. To be honest, I think that my strongest point is my determination. So when I started to study in Korea, every day I'm learning something new about me, and I think that these countries make me a better person. If you are in your own country, it's probably the case that you have the classes in your mother tongue. Having the classes in Italian probably helped me to understand the grammar a lot, but I think that I had hard time, especially practicing the listening and the speaking. Since I came to Korea, I have from Monday to Friday almost 4 hours of Korean a day, and entirely in Korean. And even if at the beginning it was hard for me to keep up on the class and to follow the teachers, I think that slowly I'm getting used to it, and I think that I can see a huge improvement. I think that the biggest difference between learning Korean in Italy and in Korea is about the focus. When I was in Italy, the biggest focus, the main goal of my classes was to master the grammar and use it correctly. Since I came to Korea, I can practice all the 4 skills. Every day we can practice Utki, Maragi, Sugi and Irgi with the teacher. And one thing that I liked a lot about the classes in Korea is that the classes are not that big. We are almost 13 or 15 students, so the teacher can focus on us. If we have some difficulties or some hard times, she can help us every time. My country is so far from Korea that it's inevitable that we have completely different culture, and a gesture that can be normal for me can be offensive or unkind to a Korean. I think that it's okay if we do mistakes at the beginning, but it's also nice if we learn how to be polite in a different culture. It's also about small differences. For example, in Italy we never think of sharing a plate of pasta or pizza with someone else, but in Korea food is typically shared. So I had to learn to share my food with all my friends. Then, in Korea, when drinks arrive at the table, you have to be sure to pour for other people first and then for yourself, and then to turn your head while you are drinking a shot. Then, for example, in Korea, they don't call other people, especially when they are older, by their personal name. This is something I had to learn because in Italy, even if you are talking with someone that is older than you, we don't really pay attention. We can use their name freely without thinking about it too much. But in Korea, they use names like oppa, onni, 선생님, 사장님. So I had to learn all these names and use if I don't know someone. Then another difference that I had to learn is that in Italy we don't really care. When someone is giving us something, we can receive that object or shaking their hand with only one hand. But in Korea it's kinda rude. So I had to learn that it's polite to receiving and giving object with both hands and not with just one hand. And also when you are shaking someone's hands, you should use both hands and not just one hand. Living in Korea as an international student is both challenging but also extremely satisfying. I have been in Korea for 6 months until now, and I think that this 6 months has been filled with really a lot of happy moments. I think that the happiest moment that I have spent here are the ones with my foreigner friend, because I can learn their culture and we can exchange new things and I can learn from them. I also have to mention my teachers, because they are always ready to help us even after the class, because we know that when you are living abroad life is not always easy, but I always found in my teachers a really huge help, and this is making my life really easier here. I'm really pleased and proud to be a student in Chungnam National University. First of all, because it's considered as one of the best university among the flag national university in Korea, and it's also considered by many as one of the university with the biggest and the most beautiful campus. Then another thing that I really like about this city is the location, that is Daejeon. First of all, Daejeon is a city that is located in the middle of Korea, so you can easily go in Seoul, Busan or Daegu by the train, and this city are around 2 hours from here, so it's not really far. Then Daejeon is a big city, but with affordable life expenses and without the big crowds and the rushing all the way around. And then it's about experiencing the Korea in a different way, because since this city is a bit far from the biggest city, you can experience the real Korean traditions. First of all, I would like to say that you don't need to be afraid, because here you will never feel alone. And I think that there are two important values that you need to have in mind in order to make this experience great and productive. And these are humility and curiosity, because only in this case you can make new relationships with other people from all over the world, and you can learn new things from them without imposing your point of view. We all need to be ambitious but also realistic. I know that nothing comes easily, and probably living abroad away from your family is not really easy and it may be hard. But I think that if you are a dedicated and enthusiastic student, you can face and overcome all the challenges, because no matter how challenging life abroad is, I think that this experience is like no other.